Welcome to this TNA Impact watch along. Impact will start in 1 hour and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us. I hope we get as many chatters as we had in here last night for AEW Dynamite. One hour, 1 minute. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. There is a 60-second delay, so it might take me a while to respond to what you're saying, but what's going on? Hey, what's going on? they would play at least elevator music while every clock ticks down, especially when it gets inside an hour. Yeah, I want to see how he looks. Not really. Hello. Hey.
I don't know what the weather's going to be tomorrow. They calling for rain, but I'm thinking about come and cut your yard early, but it'd be early. And I was wondering, do your lawnmower still works?
Yeah, you can use my lawnmower.
And you got a good weed eater?
No,
I'll bring my weed eater.
I don't have no weed eaters, and I ain't gonna be here.
That's all right. You got your building locked up?
No, and it's in the side, like it's not in the garage side. It's in the barn side.
The little building?
The one right beside
the little building?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what tomorrow morning's gonna be. I'll take off early and get cut.
All right.
I've been working on my truck every day.
It's been too wet.
I said, we'll see what tomorrow's gonna do.
All
Okay,
right.
$5.
All right. Love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye. I gotta go out there and clean up the yard now where it's turned shit all over it. That's the way my life is. Just can't get it together. Okay. We'll clean up the mess. They gonna record me, is it? Yeah, we'll post it. I'm gonna, There you go. 45 minutes, y'all. Welcome to the mall. Fucking welcome mall. 45 minutes. 45 minutes, y'all. Welcome to the mall. Fucking mall. Tell them, y'all. We need the fucking mall. 45 minutes, y'all. 1, 2, fucking mall. Blow. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. 43 minutes till impact. Boom. Boom. 45 minutes, y'all. Welcome to the mall. Here we go. Fucking mall. Say it's 42 minutes until impact. One and two and three and a four. Say 1, 2, fuck them all. Kind of production. Toast, y'all. Something. There's a fucking ghost in here. What the hell? What? Be right back. Be right back. What do you want for you? I'm back and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better. Welcome to this shit right here is awesome. It's so freaking awesome. Yeah, full ice. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. I got slow-mo turned on. I don't know how to turn it off. I kind of wish I would have not put slow-mo on the chat, but it means you can only comment every minute. Going somewhere? Good. Dude, just come see a person, Mom. Welcome to the chat. What's going on? "32 minutes until Impact starts." Big deal, ain't it? What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. What's going on? 31 minutes until Impact starts. Don't call it that. He's gonna put that bitch all up. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Impact starts in 30 minutes. Welcome to the chat. Impact starts in 29 minutes.
Mama, I forgot to tell Wayne that between the back porch and my building out there, I have an extension cord for my refrigerator. Yeah,
Welcome to the chat.
yeah. I just want to tell him.
Please don't cut it out.
Oh, we'll leave here at 6:30. Yeah, I'll be at the base. I gotta get out there before it gets too hot.
Not looking forward to that shit.
All right, Mama, that's what I want to tell him. All right, love you, bye.
I hope you don't cut it out. Welcome to the chat. 27 minutes until impact. It's TNA Impact. Welcome to the chat. 27 minutes until impact. How y'all doing?
His money will be under the mat by the back door.
Welcome to the chat. 27 minutes until impact.
No,
Feel free to comment.
if there is, he can pick them. All right, love you. Bye-bye.
You number?
Right,
Tell him in your big Archie gun.
you don't diarrhea, girl.
We're gonna diarrhea.
It not funny.
Yeah, whose corn did you eat?
I told you what thing.
Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. 25 minutes until impact. What'd you say?
I learned something.
Learn what?
Humans can't digest corn, but yes, we will.
Old pup dogs. Welcome to the chat. 25 minutes until impact. Yeah, every time I say that. welcome to the chat. 24 minutes until impact. I can't fucking wait. I'm gonna say right here, you ain't as me. The rocket ship will go up in 24 minutes and 7 seconds. T minus. Who's at the front door? Oh. Damn, it's the longest 22 minutes ever. 22 minutes and 23 seconds. 22 minutes and 21 seconds. 22 minutes and 15 seconds. What? "22 minutes and 2 seconds. I open the damn garden in the morning. You get it going out.
It rained them, everything in there would be soaked because of the mattress.
Push rain 9 a.m.
I'm gonna move into where we got that pavement one. So they're not, because I was gonna fix the thing and all that was in the way. I said, I ain't doing that tonight.
You gonna put those in a little building? Why are we keeping those things? We ain't never gonna use them. I was for sure they were going straight to the landfill.
Just cut it off.
I ain't got no damn use for them things.
I think that would be good for, but I don't have nowhere to store them.
What? Sleeper sofa and mattress? You could just put them behind the couches.
No, I ain't doing that.
Why?
Because we don't really need them. That's just throwing everything in. I think I'm going to put where that's the one or two things for a trip. We're going to be in one of them.
Bella. Bella.
It's distracting.
You get my drink stuff. Bella, we gotta talk about you eating my sandwich. I did love one of the damn things. I went in the mail.
You probably wanted them today, but you didn't want them after we come home.
I was gonna take them back out tomorrow.
It was just like they nasty enough the first damn day.
Go see if we get some real bread in there.
Yeah, that one's,
I don't think we do. Welcome to the chat. 18 minutes until impact. Bellsy. Bellsy. Welcome to the chat. 17 minutes until impact. I wonder if these are the same people coming in. These are the same people coming in and out, or is this different people coming in and out? Waiting to see when impact starts. Impact starts in 17 minutes and 21 seconds.
don't forward me, it's okay.
Oh, look at her, Mom.
You can never ask.
Ain't she looking sweet?
No. You're glad when the phone gets like that. Get occupied a little bit.
My phone's done.
Yours. For Alexander.
14 minutes till impact. What? Chicken A. Chicken A. TNA starts in 13 minutes. For the Thursday, June 19, 2025 edition of Impact. Starts in 12 minutes, 44 seconds. Total non-stop action. Total non-stop action Impact starts in just 12 minutes. Although I say just, but it seems like the longest amount of time ever. 12 minutes, 11 seconds. Screen change. Now it says live event starting soon. I think that thing has a horn on it. It's got a diagram of a little microphone. Ma. Oh, yeah, I believe to monetize, when I was cop watching, you had to have 100 hours of watch time. Now it's 4,000. Like Mr. B said, though, YouTube will be bigger than TV. I think it already is, don't you? It's the 20th. Tomorrow? Can't do it, right?
When is it?
The 20th.
What time of the day, son?
Morning.
No,
Then for $124.
we're at
Where your dad lives.
Hempstead. No, we definitely can't do it.
That's all I am.
No, we can't do it.
Your dad's from Pennsylvania, not Amsterdam. Almost to Leland's where he's at. Or was at. Now I don't even have a countdown clock anymore. $7:52. Starts at 8 o'clock. How much longer? 8 minutes till impact. Get ready to fly. Welcome to Impact. Five minutes to go till Impact goes on the air. Live event starting soon. TNA Impact. Total and non-stop action. Live, baby, live. Here we go. What do we got? 4 minutes. Three minutes. Two minutes. Ten. 60 seconds. Thirty seconds.
agent just won't go away. What's the deal? You're taking up space drinking my coffee? I'm going to find a tag partner. Everybody likes you enough. The tag partner to face the system. How about that? You're on. Trick Williams is the TNA Wrestling World Champion. Maybe we have to sort something out. We have way no better of this company harder than anyone else. You know what? I may not like your style all the time. I respect you. You made your bet. You made your bet now, you bunk. You made your bet. First class about to face off with the legendary Hardy Brothers. If AJ Francis and JC Navarro were able to take out Matt and Jeff Hardy, they could make a valid argument to become #1 contenders for the TNA World Tag Team Champions. The TNA World Champion, NXT's Trick Williams, attacking Matt Hardy. Oh, there's a victory. There's the system. Splitter.
About that, world of time, away across the line. I'll be doing my thing. I'll be spinning the other way.
The unprecedented chaos surrounding the TNA World Championship continues on our road to Slammiversary. This evening in the Greater Phoenix area, we welcome you to Impact. We celebrate the 23-year anniversary of TNA Wrestling.
23 years of TNA. They said it wouldn't last 90 days.
Tonight we celebrate the history of TNA Wrestling, and you could not tell that story without the Death Machine, who first debuted in this company back in 2017, a former TNA World Champion. Sami Callihan, no doubt, represents some of the heart, some of the guts of TNA Wrestling.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Travis Williams and Judas Icarus, representing the Northern Armory, the world-class maniac, Eric Young!
It is fitting that we kick off this anniversary broadcast with two men in Sami Callihan and Eric Young, who have fought and bled for those three letters in the center of the ring. No doubt about it. But under a very strange, and even for Eric Young's standards, a twisted time in the timeline of the world-class maniac. It was yet against all odds 2 weeks ago that he was. Oh, Callahan! Well, as I was just about to say,
Don't fire her. Don't fire her.
building after attacking that man weeks ago and against all odds. He was infuriated about that. Oh! Then he comes up to someone like Sami Callihan and says they should celebrate this. They knew this anniversary was coming to TNA diehards. And in that same breath, dropped Sami Callihan last week. And look, now Callahan's going to make Eric Young pay. I don't believe the bell rang, by the way. Well, then he's going to take full advantage. That's for damn sure. So this match is not yet officially underway. Our referee, Alice Lane, trying to get Young and Callahan back inside the ring. And now Young going to take advantage. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Callahan avoided catastrophe. That would have been a broken hand, no doubt about it. At least. And now Callahan sends Young inside the ring. The referee trying to get Callahan inside. They gotta get this started. I mean, it has started, but let's get it official. There's the bell. This matchup is underway between two former TNA World Champions. A belly-to-belly there by Young and a kick out by Callahan. Eric Young has just been another level of unhinged. He's pointing the finger, blaming everyone around him for everything. It's your fault. It's your fault. You did this. You saw it against all odds. He thought Sami Callihan was the one who started from the building. Well, still to come tonight on Impact, we'll see the TNA Knockouts World Champion Masha Slimovich team up with her against all odds opponent Laying Lee against the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Elegance brand. And still to come in our main event, it's the Champions Challenge. 5 TNA's champions against 5 All-Stars in a 10-man tag team matchup. Callahan trying to get on the move there. There's Icarus slowing him up, and Eric Young cuts down Callahan. There's the cover. Shoulders down. Callahan stays in it. Plenty to process tonight in the wake of the chaos surrounding the TNA World Championship picture this past Tuesday night on NXT. And now the Northern Armory is swarming Callahan. Callahan tossed back inside the ring by the Armory. There's the cover. Shoulders down. Callahan is still in. Eric Young is a TNA original, fittingly kicking off this 23rd anniversary broadcast. And again, Williams and Icarus assaulting Callahan. Meanwhile, I looked up here, Eric Young, and what's getting screaming and pointing at someone in the crowd. Absolutely unhinged. Listen, what he did 2 weeks ago on the Impact right before Against All Odds, attacking a fan like you mentioned, Anthem Sports and Entertainment investigated the situation, suspended Eric Young. From what I understand, it was a potential lawsuit waiting to happen, as you can understand. Absolutely. Now Callahan has got to get back inside the ring. Count of 7 for our referee, Alice Lane. Count of 8. This could be it. Count of 9. Count of 9. And Callahan beats the count. But he runs right into a buzzsaw. Cover. Shoulders down. Callahan again gets the shoulder up in time. For all of his madness, as I was mentioning, Eric Young is a TNA original. He stands at the 4th most all-time for matches competed in TNA wrestling history. This is match number 719 for EY. In one company. Behind only AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, and the Cowboy James Storm. Incredible company to keep for the world-class maniac as Callahan does whatever he's got to do to regain an advantage here. Now Sami Callihan, who's been one of the more controversial and polarizing figures in the history of this company, as I mentioned, harkening back to his time as TNA World Champion. He has made headlines for years in this business. Oh! One of the most violent and brutal competitors in TNA history. Oh! Plenty of battles between these two, speaking of violent. No kidding.
Welcome to the chat.
The days of Violent by Design, and also the design that would follow, targeting Sami Callihan. And now who can pull out the pile driver first? Callihan going for his Cactus Driver 97. Young going to the eyes. Now looking for a pile driver of his own. Oh, it's Callihan to the eyes. Again, both of them. 2 sick freaks. Truly an eye for an eye to kick off Impact tonight. TNA's resident madmen at work. Flatliner.
and that bought Callahan some valuable time.
And is it enough? Is it enough runway to get back and gain an advantage here over a man who's done absolutely everything there is to do here in TNA?
Eric Young's recent frustrations and his bid for the TNA International Championship multiple times against the champion Steve Macklin have driven him to some sort of madness that we haven't seen in a while from EY. Drop by Young.
Perfect.
Cover on Callahan. Oh, the match continues.
And Young's got to be careful now.
Don't you do this, Eric. Come on now. Think about this. You already got suspended. This could get even worse. I'm sorry.
Not us. It's not us. Stop them. It's in the ring.
Somebody's got to control him.
I'll tell you, it's not going to be Icarus and Williams. That's for damn sure. An absolute madman.
Oh, my God! What the hell? The referee's trying to control this damn thing. Oh, my God! Stunner!
Is that enough?
Cover! Young kicks out!
Absolute madness in our opening match here tonight. What a way to celebrate the mad and twisted history of TNA wrestling than with this wild contest.
Oh, Larry, there's Travis Williams into the fray. Williams set out by Callahan. Young getting the attention of the referee. Judas Icarus with a steel chair below the belt.
The drive-by attack, and now
the pile driver by Young.
One,
Cover.
2, 3.
Young puts away Callahan.
Here is your winner, Eric Young!
Two men baptized in blood in the history of TNA wrestling. Young shows that he is willing to go to lengths no one else will go to.
but who, what, or how will anybody control the world-class maniac?
Tonight we celebrate the 23-year anniversary of TNA Wrestling, and we will cap it all off with the return of the Champions Challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing by with the Rascals, Joe Hendry, Elijah, and Leon Slater. Gentlemen, tonight you all team up to face off against all of the reigning champions here in TNA Wrestling for the Champions Challenge main event. How's everybody feeling ahead of such a huge match?
Well, say his name and he appears. It has been a tough few weeks for Joe Hendry. It's been a tough few weeks for TNA. But despite what happened with Trick Williams, I learned that the people still believe. Just like I believe in this all-star team tonight.
Oh, Sarah, I believe too, and I believe the Trick. Yeah, you got one over on me, but I guarantee I won't be fooled again. So tonight, you and the rest of your team are going to find out why in TNA we walk this way.
Bro, walk this way. I like that. I like that. Walk this way, just like I walked my way to a victory over the X-Division champion, And I think that's exactly what this team's about to do tonight and get another W over all of the champions in TNA. You get me?
Oh, we got you. Hollywood hunks, more like Hollywood chump.
And since we know that the adopted brother of Nick Nemeth, the two of them like to cheat, so that must mean they like the smoke. The Rascals bring all the smoke.
But what about Steve Macklin?
Steve Macklin. He's all right. Should we kick his ass, though?
I believe we should.
Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, watch out. Let's go, Steve. Let's go. Watch out, Steve. Yeah, come on now.
Well, my question is, how will public enemy number one, NXT's Trick Williams, the TNA World Champion, be received in the Champions Challenge? Also still to come tonight, champions are everywhere in this star-studded Knockouts Tag Team matchup. But up next is Order 4 on the brink of collapse. This summit is next.
Point for the kitchen table and the chairs. 40. 40. Welcome to the chat. We're in commercial break right now.
We are back here on TNA Impact. We are all bracing for Order 4's summit.
It would not be an exaggeration to say that things have been tense within Order 4.
Please welcome Order 4.
2 weeks ago, Mustafa Ali made Jason Hotch fall in line and against all odds. Last week, we saw Jason Hotch have a hell of a matchup against Leon Slater, the #1 contender to the Exhibition Champion boost from Slammiversary. Slater got the victory against Hotch, and then it was Sasha Steeles who competed in the 8-4-1 match last week with him. Ali just ordered Skylar Hotch Steeles to stay out on the apron.
Citizens of TNA,
The order for Summit will now commence. Tonight I will do a job performance evaluation
Welcome to the chat.
for each member of the Order 4. We will start with Press Secretary Miss Tasha Steele. Miss Steele, please join me in the ring. Miss Steele, Order 4 has given you everything you could possibly want. Money, expensive clothing. I mean, look at you. You look incredible. We even got you an opportunity to become the #1 contender for the Knockouts World Championship. And all you had to do in return was protect my good name against propaganda and slander. And to be honest, my dear, you have done an awful job. You've been distracted. You've been lying. In fact, I know that you've been calling him. I told you, shut up when I'm talking. I told you to stop talking to him. I bet you talked to him today. Let me see your phone. Tasha, give me your phone. Passcode. You talked to him today. Look at me. Hey! This is the last time I'm going to tell you this. Don't you ever talk to him again. And before you go, I need you to apologize. Apologize to me for lying and do it now.
I'm sorry.
I accept your apology, Miss Steele. Now get out of my ring. Moving on. Mr. Hodge, please join me in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hodge is brave. He is bold. And he's also the biggest idiot that I have ever met in my life. You had the audacity to step up to me and question my leadership. And I must ask you, the hell were you thinking? Please enlighten me. I did what any man would have done, Ali, because you know that when you laid your hands on Tasha Steele's, my wife and my daughter were in the stands watching. So what did you expect me to do, huh? You want to lay your hands on a woman? I promise I'll be the first one to get in your face. Mr. Hodge, I just have a question for you. Who pays the mortgage where your beautiful wife sleeps? Who pays for the baby formula for your precious daughter? It's not you. It's me. So you talk about being a man. There's only one man standing in this ring right now, and he ain't you. So, Mr. Hodge, I need you to apologize. No, you know what? I don't want you to just apologize. I want you to apologize on behalf of your wife and your daughter. I'm waiting, Mr. Hodge. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Hodge. I accept your apology. Now get out of my ring. Last, but certainly not least, the most loyal member of the Order 4, Mr. John Schuyler. Please join me in the ring, Mr. Schuyler. Mr. Schuyler, you know that I think the world of you, but even you need a reminder that actions have consequences. I know. You say it over and over and over and over again. You've been saying it since January. You're supposed to be the leader. We believed in you. You want to talk about consequences? Let's talk about the consequences of your actions, sir. Put your hands on Tasha. You tried to injure Jason Hotch. Jason Hotch has a wife and kid. Yeah, so do you. You have a family at home, don't you? I don't have a family at home. This is my family. Oh, and what is it that you like to say? If everyone's shouting, no one's listening, right? You need to start following your own advice because there's no order here right now, just pure chaos. Do you not have a heart? Do you not have a soul? I know you're not a monster. You're a leader and a damn good one. But we are Order 4, and right now it looks a lot like Order 1 because, sir, you are acting like a real jackass. Need I remind you as to who the hell you are talking to? No, I don't have a heart. I don't have a soul, but I have a mission. That mission is to make Order 4 the greatest, the strongest organization in TNA. And I will not tolerate weakness. And right now what I'm looking at is the weakest link in Order 4. Schuyler, you need to apologize. Apologize and do it now. You know what? Right? Get on your hands and knees and apologize to me. No! Whoa! What the hell? No. You idiot. You just made the biggest mistake of your life. Actions have consequences, and there will be consequences. Next week, you're in a match against me. The call to arms match. The hell does that mean?
Guess we're going to find out next week. The disorder within Order 4 is at an all-time high.
Funny how silence feels louder than words sometimes. I've been quiet, too quiet maybe. People thought I disappeared, that I ran, that I was broken. But I wasn't hiding. I was healing. Healing from many things, including you, Masha. MK Ultra. This chain was our bond, our symbol. We weren't just partners. We were more than that. When the whole world looked at us with fear in their eyes, we smiled. But then, you left me. Turned your back on me. And now you are Naga's world champion. And now the crowd cheers for you? Funny how time changes people. Masha, now it's my turn to take what means the most to you. Your TNA Knockout World Championship.
Killer Kelly's focused on the Knockouts World Championship. Meanwhile, Joe Hendry's focused on getting his hands on the TNA World Champion Trick Williams for the first time since WWE Battleground in our main event. Also still to come on the road to Slammiversary, we'll hear from our Director of Authority, Santino Marella. But up next, the aforementioned Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich and Lang Lee face the Knockouts World Tag Champs, the Elegance brand, on Impact.
Might be watching on another stream, but to remind them they're only hearing it. A lot of people who come into these are just trying to figure out what's going on, and they're only hearing it. I can't show it, or they'll copyright strike me. YouTube will automatically, if I put that towards that TV, YouTube will know within 3 seconds. They have some kind of computer that just scans everything that you show. I know, because I was going to show Dynamite last night, AEW Dynamite, and as soon as I put it up there, they put a copyright warning and said, "This is copyrighted material. Quit showing it." And later on, they sent me a thing saying this was not a copyright strike, this was a copyright claim. They just claimed it was theirs, but you can get a strike because of it. You only get 3 strikes on YouTube and you get kicked off. Soldier Boy. No, it's not. Soldier Boy today on.
I am the personal concierge. And I gotta say, what a crowd here in Arizona. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Because you're the absolute worst city I've ever seen in America, filled with losers and degenerates. I understand now why your NHL team, the Coyotes, lost this cesspool. Silence when I'm talking. Because I'm going to give you something to cheer for, something to be happy about, and something to smile for. Stand up and show some respect for the greatest TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions of all time. Please welcome Miss Heather and Ash by Elegance. From a voice garbed in sartorial grace, we now get to feast our eyes on the most elegant group in all of TNA and all of wrestling.
Ash, Heather, and M by Alliance. As a trio, they were victorious on the countdown to Against All Odds 2 weeks ago. You can relive it anytime on demand on TNA Plus and TNA's YouTube channel. Ash and Heather and M defeated the team of Zaya Brookside. Upstage by Inspiration.
Crash! The party, the celebration was happy as we are all to see the Inspiration. We were there for the elegance.
The Inspiration returned to action in TNA last week for the first time in over 3 years and were victorious for the threat to the Elegance brand.
And their opponents, first from Jones TNA Impact June.
There was also on Against All Odds, we saw Ray Lee in a hard-hitting affair against Masha Slamovich, competing for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Lane Lee is just scratching the surface of her potential.
And tonight, she will team with her Against All Odds opponent, the Knockouts World Champion herself. Can they turn that hard-hitting matchup, that hard-hitting rivalry into a successful tag unit here against the Knockouts Tag Team Champions?
Don't forget, still to come tonight in our main event, it's the Champions Challenge. 5 of TNA's champions against 5 All-Stars in a 10-man tag team matchup, and a part of that will be NXT's Trick Williams, our reigning TNA World Champion, who has a title defense coming this Tuesday night live on NXT against Josh Briggs. I still can't believe Santino signed off on that.
Cheers! The TNA Knockouts World Champion! Masha!
236 days of dominance as the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Masha Slamovich continues to build momentum. However, we learned last week that Killer Kelly, the former tag team partner of Masha Slamovich within MC Ultra, was the #1 contender for the Knockouts World Championship by virtue of Killer Kelly taking the victory from Indy Hartwell in the 8-4-1 match.
Masha Slamovich had her eyes close on that 8-4-1 match. Jim Miller caught up with the Knockouts World Champion afterwards. Masha made it very clear she knows Killer Kelly very, very well, but that when they face off, she will not be in there with a friend. She will be in there with the Knockouts World Champion.
And I think Ash might want to turn around and get very serious right about now.
Was she not being serious with her incredible karate warm-up?
Tag made. Ash wants nothing to do with Lady Lee. These two went one-on-one a handful of weeks ago.
Absolutely.
Lee beat Ash for TNA management to give Lee the title shot she got it Against All Odds.
There was controversy on the conclusion of the match.
What was the controversy?
I didn't like it.
Whoa. Lee nearly lit up Heather.
And that's why they're doing the warm-up.
Listen, Heather is on the TNA injury report presented by BioFlex. She had to go see Dr. Finkelstein to get her teeth fixed.
Dr. Finkelstein, great.
And quick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, the Elegance brand has them on speed dial. And Laying Lee better be careful. Don't get any ideas about chipping any more teeth.
And Ash trying to get Laying Lee out of the ring, it seems.
Trying to give her proper space in a tag team contest. Each team controls 40% of the corner. You need to stay on that 40%.
Personal concierge is yapping like the dog that he is.
Technically true. There's wrestling.
Of course I do. I would like to see Alex's brand.
Karate sometimes fits within that parameter. Now a debate breaking down. That's another type of wrestling.
Here's where the filibuster.
Is she taking a phone call? I think.
What is that?
I mean,
it's Google Translate. Whatever Lane Lee said, it really ticked off Ash.
Well, see, this is why we need to be nicer in wrestling. Hashtag be nicer in wrestling, especially to the Elegance brand.
Slamovich had made a tag moments ago. Now the Knockouts World Champion in control, and Ash able to kick out.
Those translators are only right about 96% of the time, so it may have been something totally different.
A tag made. In comes Lane Lee.
And now these former opponents, oh my God, working pretty well together here.
As I'll say this, Lane Lee, she brought a heavy-hitting fight to Masha Slamovich at Against All Odds. Her only 2 losses in singles competition during this company are to Slamovich, a very dominant champion, and a 2-time world champion in Tessa Blanchard.
And look out!
Oh, and Lang Lee wiping out the Elegance brand at ringside.
Well, Masha, though, the Knockouts World Champion, taking flight!
Masha through the ropes. The Elegance brand is in trouble against Slamovich and Lee here on Impact.
I gotta go do something real quick.
And Slamovich and Lee doing a great job of eliminating the Elegance Trainer way.
Cover and a kick out.
And as we often talk about,
the fans here in the greater Phoenix area Showed a lot of disrespect for the personal concierge. And
Leave the Iceman alone!
Music to my ears.
Leave him alone! As I was saying before, it's Lady Lee raining down blows here. Smashed by Elegance. Can you imagine? We talk about it a lot. If Lady Lee and Masha Slamovich get a win here, look out.
Cover. Shoulders down and a kick out.
Almost happened there. If they get a win, that puts them right at the top of the list to contend for the knockout tag team titles. Masha could be swimming in gold.
Very true.
But that would never happen with Ash and Heather by Elegance as the champions.
Of course not. Oh, now Lee was going after Ash. Heather the interception.
Not with tactics like that, executed perfectly. Valiantly overcoming a chipped tooth, I might add.
It's illegal contact, Ray Walt. You know this.
She is fighting for her life out there. You know how much veneers cost in this economy?
You get Invisalign.
Well, you don't know. Don't act like you know anything about good teeth.
You're being an anti-dentite.
I'm a pro-dentite. Finkelstein did great work. And now the Elegance brand is doing incredible work, taking down Lei Lee, isolating her from her partner.
Lee back inside. Here's the cover by Ash and a kick out. The Knockouts World Tag Team Champions Ash and Heather by Elegance up against Lei Lee and the TNA Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich, and the Elegance brand has taken control of this tag team bout.
Giving a huge fight to the Knockouts World Champion and Lei Lee. Look out though.
Cover, kick out by Heather.
Lee trying to turn this one around. Oh, but Heather by Elegance elegantly turning things back in their favor.
Heather setting it lead into the corner. Tag made. In comes Ash. Still to come tonight. We will hear from our Director of Authority, Santina Morella, as we are on the road to Slammiversary, 4 weeks away from Sunday. That'll be on July 20th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus on Long Island, New York at the UBS Arena.
There's double teamwork here.
The stop. Here's the cover. Then the tag champs get the win. No, Lee able to kick out. Also still to come tonight, the Champions Challenge. 5 TNA champions against 5 All-Stars in a 10-man tag team matchup. I'm curious to see how the TNA World Champion Trick Williams is received by all parties involved following NXT this past Tuesday night. Ash taking a cheap shot at Masha, and now M sending Lee into the steel post. The referee didn't see it, was distracted by Ash.
You have to imagine Masha Slamovich's attention is relatively split here. She's got that upcoming match with her former tag team partner, Killer Kelly.
Cover, shoulders down, Lee able to stay in it. On top of that, there are 4 members of the Elegance brand basically involved in this match.
As always, family that runs together, sticks together, fights together.
Yeah, because God forbid the Elegance brand do anything straight up, fairly, show any sort of respect for their opponents, do anything by the rules.
What's there to respect? I mean, you're out here for crying out loud.
I would love it if the personal concierge were left out in the desert to develop the worst sunburn humanly possible.
Joke's on you. His tan would just get deeper and stronger, just like all the Elegance brand.
It would roast like a pig.
Look out!
And now Lee out of the corner. Lee taking down Ash.
Nasty strikes there. Oh! One of the best strikers in the Knockouts division.
Oh! Now trying to end this thing up to the leg on Ash, and the right shoulder up in time.
He thought it was over. Not to be, though, for the Elegance brand here.
It's the personal concierge and M by Elegance.
Right counter there. Ooh! By Ash going to the back of the knee.
Oh, Meteora, close range. Lee able to stay in this.
Hanging in by the skin of her teeth there.
And now Ash going for a tag from Heather by Elegance.
The double team here. Incredible teamwork from the Elegance
Heather trying to set up for suplex, middle of the ring. Laying Lee's taking a lot of damage in this fight. Critical moment here. Oh, both go down hard. Lee got the better of that. A neck breaker of sorts and a kick out there by Heather.
Now, Lee has an opening here to get to Masha. Oh,
Lee trying to dive out. Trying to get to the Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich.
Lee catching the leg and Heather. Oh!
Kick right to the face. And now Lee makes a tag. It's Slamovich to meet Ash by Elegance.
Ooh.
Slamovich is on a roll.
Vicious kicks and knees swinging every which way for the Knockouts World Champion.
2 for 1 for Slamovich. Cover. Oh, and a kick out there by Ash. Slamovich wants to end this thing. What a victory would be to take out the reigning Knockouts Tag Champs.
But the current Knockouts Tag Champs reunite, get back together here. And
double knees. Is it enough to pin the champion? All broken up by Laying Lee.
The wherewithal there from Laying Lee, no doubt about it. This thing's starting to break down all over the place. Here we go. Look out. Get ready. Get ready.
Oh, God.
She didn't let her get ready.
And now Laying Lee jumped to the outside. Oh, and Heather.
Glitter bomb, baby.
The hell did that come from? Oh, and Lee sent it to the steel post.
And Ash by Elegance could be looking to put this one away.
And a kick right to the head there by Slamovich to slow up Ash.
Now here, heading to the high-risk district.
Oh, look at this, up under the shoulders. The hell? Wait a minute, there's Killer Kelly. The number 1 contender to the Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich.
Rarefied air up the distraction from Killer Kelly, and that's it.
You are your winners, Heather and Ash.
Ash by Elegance just pinned the Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich, thanks to Killer Kelly.
Killer Kelly with that chain that once bound her and Masha, causing a lot of pain and anguish for the champ.
Once bound by circumstance, united no more. Killer Kelly is invested in one thing only, capturing the Knockouts World Championship.
Excuse me, ladies. You just watched the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions Ash and Heather pick up another victory, and this one was a big one. What's going through your minds right now? Big congrats to Ash and Heather, but Gia, we've been Knockouts World Tag Team Champions before. We made those titles iconic. And trust me, not everyone has that ability to. You know what I'm saying? Ash and Heather, the inspiration is watching. The inspiration is coming. So enjoy your reign while it lasts. You can paint your nails, post your selfies, soak up the glow. The inspiration is about to inspire you. Thanks, Jim.
Well, right now, it's time for the TNA Injury Report presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. KC Navarro of First Class suffered a dislocated left knee during last week's tag team main event alongside AJ Francis against the Hardys. Navarro is currently undergoing rehabilitation and will be reevaluated in the coming weeks. After sustaining a head injury from a champagne bottle attack by AJ Francis in the First Class penthouse, Mike Santana has fully recovered and is medically cleared. And on top of that, Santana returns from suspension next week on Impact. Tasha Steeles was briefly shaken up during the 8-4-1 match last week. After precautionary testing, Steeles has been cleared for competition and is expected to be back in full force immediately. This TNA Injury Report is presented by BioFlex. Meanwhile, still to come tonight on Impact with the chaos surrounding NXT's Trick Williams, our reigning TNA World Champion. Joe Hendry leads a team of all-stars into our Champions Challenge. But coming up next, we're on the road to Slammiversary, and we'll hear from our Director of Authority, Santina Morella, in the Impact Zone. Next.
What's going on? Are you coming tonight? Hey, welcome to the chat. We're in commercial break right now. What's going on? I believe it will fit in Wednesday. You can lay the sheets down, right? Lay the sheets down.
And we are back here on Impact as we celebrate 23 years of TNA Wrestling.
Please welcome the TNA Director of Authority, Santino Morella.
Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Santino Morella tonight. I have to call into question his decision-making regarding Trick Williams' TNA World title defense against Josh Briggs is coming Tuesday night live on NXT, but gonna focus on the positive. We're on the road to Slammiversary Sunday, July 5th on Long Island, New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are well on our way to Slammiversary. But next week, you might want to tell your friends to tune in because Mike Santana's suspension is going to be over. He's going to be in action, and he's going to face AJ Francini in a street fight. But right now, I'd like to talk about something else. I'd like to call out here someone I'd like to talk to, a mentor to me personally, a friend, and a legend. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Tommy the Dreamer!
Well, Tommy Dreamer out here after a very contentious altercation last week with Steph Delander and Vance Warner.
It's a very confusing situation. Vance Warner is obviously furious. He didn't capture the TNA International title against Steve Macklin against all odds. For some reason, he got into it with a member of our production crew. Tommy Dreamer came out with security to try and calm down the situation. Tommy was trying to play peacekeeper.
Now, Tommy, I saw what happened last week. Vance Warner disrespected you, disrespected everyone in this business. And I know you. And I know you got that dog in you. And I'm pretty sure it's a husky because, well, you're kind of husky. So anytime you want it, you got it. Tommy the Dreamer versus Vance Warner. I have the power to make it happen. What do you say, Tommy?
Wait, the Southern Psycho made answer for himself.
Tommy Dreamer, the innovator of violence. That's cute. That was cool in what, 1996? I wasn't even born then. Guys, it's 2025, and that means you, old man, you're washed. Tommy Dreamer, you might be the innovator of violence, but my man, the Southern Psycho Vance Warner, he's the most violent man in all of TNA.
Steph, Mance, I would ask you to back up 1 second, please. This is not my time anymore. You are correct. But I also don't think the world could understand the violence that's in my head or the violence that's in this man's head. And I cannot do this right now. And you have to understand this. This business is about moments, and this may not be my time anymore. And I know I'm on the back end of my career, but you need to understand that there's always a bigger picture, and it's always about something else.
Speaking of something, how about Jake something? He's back! And now he is making a beeline for the ring after Vance Warner. The powerhouse Jake something has returned to TNA. Tommy Dreamer setting the table for Jake something. Oh. Flattening the Southern Psycho. Jake something exploding back under the seat here in TNA. Careful what you wish for, Manser. Something has answered. This is what TNA Wrestling is all about. Well, hey, he just wanted to come say goodbye to everybody. Ooh. Right in your face. Blanchard taking a cheap shot at Indy Hartwell. What the hell was that all about? Clearly sending a message to that side of the ring.
Oi, what was that last week?
What?
Yeah, don't act dumb. You want to start something with me?
I don't want to start anything with you.
There we go. Classic Tessa, not taking accountability, huh?
You really want to do this here? You want to do this now?
Yeah, you're forgetting the history, aren't you?
History?
Yeah, history.
Don't tell me about history, Indy. Are you forgetting whose couch you used to sleep on? Are you forgetting who got your first opportunity here in the United States? Are you forgetting who wrestled for free just so that you could have that opportunity, huh? You didn't climb this ladder to get here. You walked across my back.
Yeah. I used to believe in the Tessa that wanted to help everyone, but now you're just proving everyone right.
Meanwhile, still to come tonight in our main event, Joe Hendry looks to get his hands on the TNA World Champion, NXT's Trick Williams, for the first time since WWE Battleground It's the Champions Challenge. But coming up next, the system wants Matt Cardona out of TNA Wrestling. With seemingly no allies in this company, how will Cardona fight the system? We'll find out next.
Will not be available tomorrow. I think the chairs will stack on top of each other. You can come tonight.
Welcome back to Impact. This past weekend, live in Monterrey, Mexico, TNA stars had the opportunity to compete at AAA Lucha Libre's biggest event of the year, Triple Mania. That night, we saw a four-way tag team matchup for the AAA World Tag Team titles. The TNA World Tag Team champions Nick and Ryan Nemeth were all over this matchup, and they didn't come alone to Mexico. Joe Hendry, complete with a Spanish rendition of his entrance music, made his way into action as he would compete against Moose for the X Division Championship. This was in a four-way matchup that included TNA legend El Macias plus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Joe Hendry fought valiantly, but in the end, it was Moose who would gain control and become the first TNA wrestler to ever successfully defend the X Division Championship at AAA's Triple Mania. After the matchup, TNA President Carlos Silva strapping the belt on Moose. TNA Wrestling would like to send a sincere thank you to AAA Lucha Libre. And we are back here on this 23-year anniversary edition of TNA Impact. Trust the system.
Introducing first, the company to the ring by Elvis versus Brian Myers. Representing the system, the team of JTC and Eddie Edwards.
And in the history of TNA, few groups have run as deep and as strong as the system.
The system believe they've eclipsed factions the like of Fortune, Immortal, and the main event Mafia. They have collected championships, stacked bodies, scored win after win after win. The system believes they are TNA wrestling dynasty.
And do you want to know something, Tom? You see that shirt Alicia Edwards has got on? You should be celebrating the system too, because it's available right now at TNAmerch.com.
And speaking of which, you can be a part of TNA Merch Madness. New limited edition TNA branded items will only be on sale for a short period of time at TNAmerch.com.
And they're coming. First, from New York, weighing at 230 pounds.
Well, last week here in Impact, the system looked like they were trying to season heights to the ranks of Wrestling contemplate on the Order 4 Summit earlier on tonight. Meanwhile, they're into Matt Cardona. The system largely believes that Matt Cardona does not belong here in TNA Wrestling. Cardona is a free agent.
They're tired of him always being around.
All right. Listen, I know I need a partner to take on the system tonight. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm always ready. So I found a partner, and I didn't have to look very far because he's from right here in Tempe, Arizona. My partner is the hometown man. Dear God.
We're doing this again?
He's a hometown man. Team partner from Tempe, Arizona. The hometown man. He's a hometown man.
I can't help it.
2 weeks ago, at Against All Odds, the Hardys and Leon Slater faced the system in an 8-man tag team matchup. They had a mystery partner to determine, and they revealed the hometown man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cody Deaner.
Clearly, when something is going to the cracks here in TNA, you allow us to have, I mean, the audience loves their hometown man.
And there was obviously the issue Against All Odds of Robert Stone versus Santino Morel for the director of authority job. So you understand something's slipping through the cracks, to your point. The Hardys, knowing that Cody Deaner, his TNA career had ended at Under Siege, courtesy of Eddie Edwards of the system, the Hardys, I believe, brought back the hometown man to mess with the system. Now Matt Cardona is following suit. Look how ticked off JDC and Eddie Edwards are.
JDC wanted the hometown man in, and he's paying for that right now.
Oh, and down goes Eddie Edwards. And the hometown man has got plenty of energy here. I mean, I'm surprised considering we talked about Cody Deaner hadn't won a match in this company well over a year.
I mean, look, sometimes you just need to put a mask on to forget some of your insecurities, the things holding you back. You can become somebody totally different. He's truly become the hometown man, I guess.
Missile drop kick by Matt Cardona. Cardona charging at JDC.
And meanwhile, Eddie Edwards running interference there on behalf of the system.
Cardona was saying about the reboot. Edwards protected JDC, but only for a moment.
Cardona taken to the skies there. How about a hometown man? Cardona, a man proverbially without a home. Again, that always free agent. Look out, Alicia Edwards, the first lady of the system.
Alicia slowing up Matt Cardona, and the system has taken over.
And that's what they do. It might be the hometown man's town, but the system run the show.
Eddie Edwards tossing Cardona back inside the ring. Of course, Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers within the system that had a lot of success as a tag team, two-time TNA World Tag Team Champions. Hell, they walked into the triple main event of Bound for Glory this past October and capped it off with full metal mayhem for the TNA World Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, but of course, I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that,
covered by JDC, Cardona stays in it.
And Cardona's longtime friend and tag team partner as well is Brian Myers. Long history there.
Cardona's got a long history with just about every member of the system, to your point.
Very true.
Breaker there by Cardona.
Now there's an opening for Cardona here. His impromptu tag partner here, the hometown man, wants in.
And now a tag's been made. Eddie Edwards to meet the hometown man.
Look at that. There's different pep in his step. There's different energy than we ever saw in Cody Deaner.
Think about how much this infuriates Eddie Edwards. He thought he'd rid TNA of Cody Deaner and Under Siege. Slice bread for the hometown man. Covered. JDC saves the match for the system.
Great recovery there from hometown man. And now things start to break out onto the floor here between JDC and Cardona.
Myers running interference, getting the attention of the hometown man. Eddie Edwards takes advantage. Edwards, I think, was trying to rip the mask off.
I get it. Look. Trying to tell, wait.
Oh, my God. Hold on a second. What? Edwards.
How did that even happen? Now, wait.
Oh, and JDC and Edwards attacking Cardona from behind.
I told you, a long history between Cardona and Myers. Myers not laying a hand on that Cardona, but more than happy to continue the beatdown of the hometown man. Any which way you toss it, message sent by the system once again.
Well, we are moments away from our main event. With the turmoil surrounding the TNA World Championship, Joe Hendry looks to get his hands on the champion, Trick Williams, for the first time since WWE Battleground in the Champions Challenge. Next. from the Champions Challenge here on Impact. But first, I want to cycle back to this past Tuesday night on NXT as we saw the reigning TNA World Champion Trick Williams team up with AJ Francis plus NXT's Wesley. Casey Navarro was unable to compete due to injury against the team of TNA's Elijah plus Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura of NXT. Now, this is the conclusion of the matchup. Yoshiki Inamura is the reigning TNA World Champion. Later on in the night, Inamura expressed his desire to give a potential TNA World title shot to his tag team partner. So, this coming Tuesday, Trick Williams must defend his TNA World Championship against NXT's Josh Briggs. That'll be live on the CW on NXT. This match was made official by our Director of Authority, Santino Marella, and one can't help but call into question this decision by Santino.
Thursday on an all-new TNA Impact. Matt and Jeff Hardy face off with Judas Icarus and Travis Williams of the Northern Armory, who will stand victorious in the Knockouts Battle Royal and challenge for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Plus, Mustafa Ali clashes with John Skyler in the first ever Call to Arms match. Joe Hendry will be in the Impact Zone. What's on the mind of the global phenomenon? And no rules, no mercy. No turning back. Mike Santana looks to settle the score with AJ Francis of First Class in a street fight. It's an all-new episode of TNA Impact.
Tonight we celebrate 23 years of TNA wrestling, and we cap it all off with the Champions Challenge.
No.
To close out this historic edition of TNA Impact, here comes the Rascals former TNA World Tag Team Champions, Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel.
A huge opportunity for the side that Miguel and the Rascals will be on in this incredible matchup.
And we're joined here on commentary by a TNA original, Mikey Kazarian, a five-time X Division Championship player, considering the
On-ground TNA World Champion. This could be Los Angeles school job, so technically I should be in this match. But I'm fine being here, having a little bit of color.
Technically, Joe Hendry could have got the victory against all odds, but he cheated that night to get the win.
Oh my God, already with this.
So I expected that.
We are
4 weeks from Sunday, July 20th on Long Island, New York, at the UBS Arena, will be live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus to see Leon Slater go one-on-one with Moose for the first time ever for the X Division Championship anniversary. Moose trying to become the longest reigning X Division champion of all time, Frankie. Meanwhile, Leon Slater trying to become the youngest X Division champion ever.
Really the youngest champion of the league.
Yes, sir.
I have a lot of history with it.
How much time is left in the broadcast?
First of all, stole my scarf idea. Well, by the way, more valuable. He gets him his various Salvation Armies. I buy mine as a silent
People pay you to wear a scarf.
They do. I have several
No, yeah, Trick didn't carry his weight. That's all that happened. You know, I can't. I'm just one man. He will go down as one of the most important TNA World Champions of all time. Where's the line? Look at this. Throw into it. This is pathetic. Be embarrassed of yourself, sir. Sit down. What is the deal? Joe Hendry had a hard time getting back off the block, certainly after losing the TNA World Championship. Remember that meeting that gets so hard? Very, very clearly. Frankie. You know, Tattletale was a title. What is up with you? Check this out. Idiots. Tattletale's an idiot. The All-Stars are ready for the Champions Challenge.
What's going on?
Yes, the TNA International Champion, Steve.
Well, here's my question. Just about everyone on the Champions team, Steve Macklin, has an issue. So how is the TNA International Champion going to navigate this thing?
Well, Steve Macklin's a guy who doesn't exactly play nice with others. He's had issues with everybody up and down the TNA roster. That's just another day at the office for someone like Macklin. So I think we just go with what you know from forward in the back.
Randy, just a few weeks ago, you teamed up with the Nemesis just before against all odds and came up short that night to Mike Santana, Leon Slater, and Matt Hardy. Did I get rid of that? I remember that. You were on the team. You never missed a moment. You never missed a moment, do you? Gabriel, Ryan Nimitz back there. A lot of questions about who could be next to challenge the Nimitz. The TNA World Tag Team Championship. This coming Tuesday night live on NXT.
Williams for the TNA World Championship. I have to question that decision by Santino Marella. But good for Nick Nemeth, wanting nothing to do with our world champion. How will the rest of the champions team cooperate with Trick? We're going to find out in our main event. The Champions Challenge is next. Here on TNA Impact as we celebrate 23 years of TNA wrestling. We cap it all off with the Champions Challenge.
Starting things off for the champs, perhaps the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Nick Nemeth, going up against the man who challenged for the TNA World title and against Elijah.
Guys, I just realized something.
What's that?
There's not one person in this match that I like. I can't stand anybody in that match. I'm shocked to hear that. Frankie, what does this night mean to you? 23 years ago, to the day, June 19, 2002, at the Von Braun Center, Huntsville, Alabama, this company was born. It's like seeing your 23-year-old child growing up and being very successful. Look, I was here on year one when TNA began, and I'm still performing at a top level. And to see the growth and to see where the company is at right now, mostly in thanks to me, mostly in part to me, I should say. I feel like a proud parent, and in a way I am.
You had a key role in nurturing that child, as you say.
Absolutely.
Growing it to what it is, what it's becoming.
I was just like a weeknight when this started. I have now ascended to king. So it's very, very special night for me. In fact, we should be honoring me, not just TNA itself.
That's why you should be on commentary for the main event.
I was asked, there was a survey sent out, and I'm told that I was missed on commentary.
I also insisted, I will say that.
Elijah. It's good to catch up with you, man.
Absolutely.
Tied up with one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Nick Nemeth, to start off this Champions Challenge.
I will say that's a nice jacket, Tom.
Thank you.
Did you get it off Dead Hobo?
Oh, Frankie, you're fantastic.
That's an honest question. I mean, you didn't spend money on that.
No, I certainly hope not.
Good Lord.
I certainly hope Nick Nemeth can find a way out of this one.
And it's time to some double knees off of the top rope.
That's a big man to be doing that. I've felt victim to that several times, let me tell you.
It hurts. Tag in comes Zachary Wentz. The Rascals challenge the Nemeths for the TNA World Tag Team titles, and against all odds, and Nick Nemeth just tagged in Steve Macklin.
What is that gimmick they do with their chin? What is that little hand wiggle? That looks dirty to me.
From the movie The Rascals.
I want that band.
The Little Rascals, that is.
I want that band. The Little Rascals, a show about a bunch of children. Yeah, we figured you'd watch it.
So Steve Macklin begrudgingly into the matchup
It's the main event, so it's gotta be
forcibly tagged him in, quite frankly.
So everything.
And now the Rascals, who had their eyes on getting those tag team titles back, no doubt about it. I'm sure we're looking forward to tying it up with Nick Nemeth again.
Macklin's the only guy in this match I don't hate. I strongly dislike him.
Macklin trying to slow things down here against Wentz. Wentz wants to push the pace. Tag made there by Trey Miguel. Down goes Macklin.
Now the teamwork may be coming into play here.
Absolutely. This is where the Rascals can be so deadly. One of the best tag teams in recent memory here.
Punch them both in the face, dude. Come on.
Think about the long legacy of tag teams, Frankie, in this company. Plenty of those ranks. No one wants to tag in for Macklin.
As for Nick Nemeth forcibly tagged in. Macklin repaying the favor, tagging in Ryan Nemeth.
Get the ring, Jim. Not bad.
It's your tag partner, Steve.
Not bad, Macklin.
Hold on. Miguel's looking for his team and a kick out by Ryan Nemeth. Macklin is not going to play well with Moose, and Nemeth, or NXT Trick Williams especially.
Oh, you mean the TNA World Champion thanks to Joe Hendry? Exactly. An outsider. An outsider. How does that sit well? How does that sit with you, gentlemen?
Not well at all.
Oh, you at least understand the fact that Trick Williams cut corners that night at WWE Battleground, so it wasn't entirely on Joe Hendry. We saw Trick Williams cheat. Oh, the Rascals lighting up Nick Nemeth. Mike Santana had a hit shot. What do you think about First Class betraying this company to back up Trick Williams?
Doesn't surprise me. First Class is both a couple of scumbags.
Oh, and a big knee by Wentz. Frankie, I completely agree with you. And a tag made. In comes the reigning TNA World Champion, NXT's Trick Williams. I'm dying to see if Joe Hendry can get his hands on Trick tonight in this matchup. And if it weren't for the selfishness of Trick Williams, the way that he cut corners in WWE Battleground, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now. This coming Tuesday night, NXT's Josh Briggs is going to challenge Trick for the TNA World Championship. How can you agree with Santino Marella signing off on this matchup? It is beyond me. But right now, I'm going to focus on the matchup. The Rascals lighting up Trick.
Great teamwork there from the Rascals. In comes the X Division champion.
And there goes Moose to the outside.
Rascals not done yet, though. Look out.
This is where,
Double moonsault by the Rascals.
So the Rascals are at their best. High-flying, effective offense.
The Rascals in control against Williams and Moose. At this point, the Champions Challenge. Oh, there's Nick Nemeth slowing up Trey Miguel.
Joe Hendry has a weapon.
Tag made. Moose is legal.
Perhaps a boot knife and or brass knuckles.
Spear. This thing might be over right now. Cover.
That's it.
Now Elijah and Slater to break things up. The referees on the outside checking on Zachary Wentz. This Champions Challenge match might get completely out of hand here on Impact.
what's going on? We're in commercial break. We're in the main event.
And right now, Trick Williams and the champion side of things have this match under control, firmly in their favor.
These matches are so dangerous. All these competitors, there's such a combustible element. There's so many things that can go wrong.
Right now, Ryan Nemeth and the champions all making sure all kinds of things are going wrong for Troy Miguel here.
So the volatility in this match, and the referee trying to control it. Trick Williams get the attention of the referee, and the Nemeth all over Miguel.
If I was in this match, I would have already won it for my team.
I have no doubt about that.
Arrogant cover by Williams. Tag. And Moose not allowing Macklin to compete.
Once again, Macklin getting the short end of the stick on his team. His team of champions, fellow champions.
Is his real name Trick? Is that his given name? Is that on his birth certificate?
I haven't seen it. I'm not going to ask for it.
I heard his middle name is Old Treat. I don't know. I heard that.
If you're saying it, I believe it, man.
I read it on a sheet.
Macklin forcibly tags himself in. Now Nick Nemeth tag Macklin out.
You see, with all these egomaniacs, they're not going to get along. See, if I was another thing, if I was in this match, I know how to keep my ego in check. I'm very humble.
A humble leader.
He's got right, exactly.
Macklin is trying to push through this thing. He's the only champion who's actually trying to hold the line and represent TNA wrestling.
Yeah, stretch him, stretch that torque. He had to come in.
Nick Nemeth all over Trey Miguel right now, center of the ring.
Nemeth in firm control of this matchup.
Why do these grown men bring replica world titles to these events? You didn't win it.
Yeah, but they want to feel like someone.
Yeah, they want to. Yeah, they want to. Okay, I get it. I get it.
It's a desperate ploy to feel something.
Sure, sure. Okay. Very good. Okay, thank you. I get it. See, I learned something today.
I tried.
Appreciate it.
By Trick Williams and Joe Hendry dying to get his hands on Trick Williams for the first time since Battleground.
Of course, he is desperate to, in some way, shape, or form, try to right the wrong that happened at Battleground.
I don't understand why you dislike me so much, Tom. I try. I've tried to be your friend. I tried to. I know. See, with a guy with Trick size and strength, just something like that, a profile is a damaging hold.
Miguel is out.
Drop kick by Williams. Covered. And Trey Miguel got the left shoulder up in time.
But the thing is,
ooh, big uppercut there by Williams to West.
Yeah.
everything extremely volatile in this Champions Challenge match. A lot of egos, a lot of tempers.
Back inside the ring, the TNA World Champion Trick Williams continuing to isolate Trey Miguel.
The TNA champion, Trick Williams, that just does not sound right to me.
I agree
does not
with you,
sit
Frankie.
right with me.
I completely agree with you.
Joe has embarrassed this company.
Now Williams is slamming Miguel.
Again, making overtures over towards Joe Hendry.
Well, down goes Miguel, trying to get away from Trick Williams. Look at that. There you go. This is the Champions Challenge. This is our main event. Tonight we celebrate 23 years of TNA Wrestling in style. And look at this, a little preview of Slammiversary, where we'll see Leon Slater against Moose for the X Division Championship.
Leon is maybe the most dynamic performer in the industry right now. I will say that.
Hard to argue with that.
Unbelievable.
Oh, look out, Leon.
Look at that.
Flipping Moose opposite side. Right by Slater.
Slater
fire.
is motivated here.
Off the rebound, takes out Nick Nemeth. Plenty of dealings with the Nemeth. Springboard back elbow.
Gotta stop this momentum right now. Do not let him keep rolling.
Slater sees X Division gold in his future.
Oh, and Moose hangs up Slater on the top row.
Exactly what needed to be done.
Stopping that momentum, just like you said, Frankie, in his tracks.
And Moose wanted a tag from Macklin. Macklin refused, considering the rest of his team has refused to play partner with Macklin. I don't blame the TNA International Champion.
It's Macklin getting my face for him.
Meanwhile, the TNA World Champion Trick Williams of NXT now tags Macklin.
Macklin, come over and jump to me. I'll slap you.
Tags himself in. Now Ryan trying to vulture this situation.
Taking the bones. That was brought upon by Moose.
Tag made, in comes Nick Nemeth.
I got to give the devil his due. Moose has been an impressive X Division champion. Traditionally, X Division wrestlers are maybe not guys the size of Moose.
Look at this, the Champions Corner all over Leon Slater.
Look, there was a time I lost the X Division title to a competitor that wasn't a traditional X Division wrestler, a guy named Abyss. But Abyss is also one of the greatest wrestlers TNA's ever seen.
TNA Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Slater trying to get to the corner. Nick Nemeth preventing the tag. In comes Ryan Nemeth. Frankie, you're a 5-time X Division champion. Do you think Leon Slater can pull it off? Do you think he can become the youngest X Division champion of all time at Slammiversary?
Again, like I said earlier, Amazing Red is a groundbreaking, incredible professional wrestler. I have a lot of history with. If anybody could do it, it's Leon Slater. This kid is dynamic.
That stood for 22 years. Now in comes Moose. Moose, who meanwhile wants to become the longest reigning X Division champion of all time. Believes he's the greatest X Division champion.
I think we're sitting next to the greatest X Division champion.
Quick little trivia. You know who I defeated for my first X Division title? Amazing Red.
Right here, you have two men with competing goals with the X Division title. Slammiversary, we find out who gets to take a step towards their legacy.
Look by Slater! Great counter by Slater!
Completely unexpected.
Incredible power from the young man.
Guarantee you, Moose did not see that coming.
And now Slater trying to get to the corner! Trying to get to the All-Star team!
So close, inches away, really.
And Moose trying to restrain Slater! Oh, no!
Get him out, get him out. No, ref
And
didn't see
the
it.
referee never saw the tag!
Ref didn't see it, it never happened.
I mean, this is an extremely chaotic matchup. I have a lot of sympathy for the officials in these kinds of matches.
Hey, it never happened. What do the kids these days say? Picture it didn't happen.
That's right.
Nick Nemeth tags in,
And Leon Slater is stuck in the champion's corner. Moose makes a tag.
Now, once again, Leon Slater in no man's land here.
Moose just wearing him down. Use that size to his advantage. That's what he needs to do. Keep a guy like Leon Slater grounded.
That's how he feeds off his energy of all these crowds.
Now, standing Uranagi.
With authority.
You're a Nagi. Call me a Nagi.
But Moose right now.
Oh, look at the spear!
Look at the
spear! Oh, he can't get out.
That was the same thing that happened against all odds. It got Leon the win that night.
And the title shot is Slammiversary on a kick out by Moose. Oh, what a clothesline by the face of the franchise.
Inside out.
Oh, TNA. The X Division, the signature division of TNA Wrestling. It's not about weight limits. It's about no limits.
The division, I put on the map.
Champion's corner. Ryan Nemeth got into it with Macklin. Macklin's had enough of the rest of the champion. Nick Nemeth now protecting his brother.
And they breaking down the champion side of the ring.
Saw that coming.
In comes Joe Henry to meet Nick Nemeth. Imagine how sick Joe Henry has to be with the current state of the TNA World Championship. He's trying to redeem himself after what happened at WWE Battleground. The fact that Trick Williams has an offense against Josh Briggs is coming Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Joe Henry has a contractual rematch for the TNA World Championship. But right now, Henry is clearing house in the Champions Challenge.
Sit down, you morons.
Oh my God. For the first time since WWE Battleground, Trick Williams and Joe Hendry in a match at the same time. Here we go. Hendry going after Trick.
Come on, Trick.
Joe Hendry trying to redeem himself for the greatest loss of his career, losing the championship to a WWE contract of wrestling.
Embarrassing, disgusting, sickening, deplorable.
And Joe Hendry's trying to redeem himself, trying to do the right thing for TNA.
Redeem himself. First thing he needs to do is apologize to me.
Oh, wait a second. This is time for a standing ovation. There's Ryan Nemeth to protect Nick. Tag made. Ryan is legal. Hendry. Oh, he was the levels the tag team champion.
Shades of Road Warrior high.
And partner Elijah was a foul tip. Elijah and Henry, plenty of instances tying together successfully in this company. I know that all too well.
Let's go.
I don't know anything about that. How about when Elijah hit me with a weapon?
That's a fact.
I don't forgot about that.
How about, why is he not banned? Why is he not suspended? Why is he not fined?
No, instead he's giving shots at the TNA World Title.
Exactly.
Give it. Yep, you said it, Matt. Give it. You didn't earn a damn thing.
You know this company was founded by the terrorists, right? There's the cover! Oh, it's broken up like
damn well who founded this company.
And now Elijah tossed to the outside by Williams. There's Leon Slater for the legendary trick kick to Slater. Hendry back out for Williams. Yeah. Moose levels Hendry. Now they kill. Look at
What's going on?
that.
Thanks for joining us.
Crucifix bomb.
Main event. Main event. I can't wait for Slammiversary.
Idiot.
And wait. Ryan Nemeth's got the international title.
And now Macklin taking his championship.
We could have won on the match. What are you doing, Macklin?
Oh, Macklin was his own teammate. Rightfully so.
Is he an idiot?
After everything the champions team has done to Macklin throughout this match, I don't blame him. going inside the ring. Joe Hendry.
They're not done yet.
Sending Ryan Reynolds into the waiting arms of Elijah.
Get away from me.
Stars beat the champions.
We are winners.
23 years ago to the day, total non-stop actions were born. It sparked change and created the opportunity for so many to revolutionize themselves and this industry. But today, we march towards Slammiversary with a shroud over this company. The situation surrounding the TNA World Championship in the hands of an outsider, and Trick Williams. You better believe Joe Hendry, Elijah, Mike Santana, and so many others will continue the fight to reclaim what belongs to us. Thank you for joining us tonight on TNA Impact.
Thanks for watching. It's been good. It's been fun. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.